Hello, Station Camp Elementary. My name is Jonathan Hester, and I am an airline pilot. I am a captain for a regional airline. I've been flying for about 17 years, and 10 of those have been with the airline. The other 7 have been just learning how to fly and building time, building experience, so I could be hired by an airline. A typical day in the life of an airline pilot is hard to come by because every day is different. We fly to about 200 destinations in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and the environment that we fly in is very dynamic, meaning that it's changing constantly, meaning that there's weather, events at the airport, such as congestion, which causes delays, and sometimes the airplane breaks. Mechanical delays are something we have to overcome as well. And also working with people, such as passengers, air traffic control, mechanics, dispatchers, and even inspectors from the Federal Aviation Administration. Weather can delay us, but once the weather's gone and the airplane's all fixed, nothing wrong with it, we get to do the fun part, which is go flying. To become an airline pilot, you need to learn how to fly, and there's several ways to go about doing this. You can go to a college or university that has an aviation program, learn how to fly, and also earn an aviation degree. If you want, you can also go through the military and learn how to fly there. Or you can start by going to your local flight school and taking some flying lessons. That's the way I did. I started going to a local airport, took some flying lessons, then I went to college with an aviation program and finished up all of my licenses and ratings. The licenses and ratings that you'll need to get are the private pilot's license, the instrument rating, meaning you can fly in clouds without looking out the window, and the commercial pilot's license, which allows you to actually get paid to fly. After that, you'll want to earn your multi-engine certificate, which allows you to fly airplanes with more than one engine. After that, you'll want to build some experience. The way I went about that was becoming a certified flight instructor, and I taught other people how to fly. The time I spent teaching other people how to fly gave me some valuable lessons and experience that translated well into the airline world. Once you get hired by an airline, they'll train you to fly the type of airplane that they operate. Let's go take a look at the training center.
Here we are at Flight Safety, which houses the simulators for a lot of airlines. Inside is a bunch of classrooms where people learn the procedures, and then the actual simulators, which are actual replicas of the flight deck and the airplane, where everyone learns how to fly. Let's go inside. Here we are in the simulator bay at Flight Safety, where they house all the simulators for the airplanes pilots train on. Here's the Embraer 145, which I'll be hopping in soon. And as you can see, several more. They're all up on stilts, which move. These are full motion simulators. It actually feels like the real airplane. This one is in use with the red light flashing. There's the drawbridge, so when the simulator's not in use, they have a little drawbridge. That's how you get in. Shut the door, the drawbridge comes up like over here. That allows the simulator to move freely. We'll take a look inside. Here we are outside the simulator. Let's go check it out. Here's the drawbridge to get into the simulator. And inside we have several extra seats. This is where observers would sit and watch. This is the instructor's chair, the instructor's control panel. You can set us up in any airport in the United States and can introduce different things, different scenarios, different weather. And here is the flight deck of the Embraer 145. It's the same as the actual airplane. Lots of buttons and switches, fuses. Pilots train in this. They learn how to fly the plane in the simulator. And their first flight with passengers in the actual airplane
is with people, paying passengers, just like you and me. We have, here we have the throttles, the flight management system here where we input the flight plan, pressurization controller, trims, here's the flaps on the wings, here's the parking brake, speed brakes. Up here we have the radios. This is called the Engine Indicating Crew Alerting System, ICAS. Our standby instruments are backups. This is the multifunctional display, the primary flight display. This is called a control column or yoke. Here are our instruments. This gives us artificial horizon or attitude indicator. This is the horizontal situational indicator. Basically it gives you the heading, just like a compass, our airspeed, and our altitude on this side. And that's how fast we're going up and down. So right now it's 0 because we're not going anywhere. Going across, the first officer sits over here. And he has the same control column or yoke, so unlike a car, there's 2 steering wheels. And he or she's got the same instruments on their side as well. And above us we have controls. Here's our electrical panel with our different generators, GPU, ground power unit, our batteries, and buses for the electrical. Over here is our fuel. Turn the fuel pumps on. This is how we call the flight attendant. Lights down here. These are the ignition, so instead of cranking a car with a key, we have switches to start the engine. The little engine in the back is called the auxiliary power unit. That gives us electrical power on the ground. We don't have to be plugged in. And also gives us air to be air conditioned with. Hydraulic switches, and then here's the air conditioning. Here's a video of my first officer and I flying the simulator today.
Check thrust. 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 80 knots. You want it, right? Pause the range. You're up.
$200. 100.
Take that out, man. 1, 2 unlocked. 2 forward.
Some more about the skills that we learn in school that we use on the line in flying are math. Math is a big subject that we use. We use a lot of mental math to calculate fuel burn, time to destination, weight of an airplane, the center of gravity for the weight and balance of the airplane, and when to start a descent, amongst other things. Science is a big subject that we use. We need to have an understanding of how airplanes fly. We know Bernoulli's principle, the physics that go behind flying, Sir Isaac Newton's laws of motion, also how electricity works, as there's 5 generators on my airplane, and a lot of systems that use electricity, from the generators that produce it to the fuses and switches that allow us to control our systems. Pneumatics, which is the use of pressurized air to make things work, such as our air conditioner, is powered by compressed air, and also our anti-ice systems. When ice builds up on the aircraft, it becomes hard for the airplane to fly, so we need to get rid of it, and the way we do that is routing hot air from the engine to the wings and tail. Meteorology is a big subject. We're always looking at the weather, from predictions to real-time weather, such as that usually on our phone, or we'll look at charts and see where storms are, where they might be popping up, and where they're going. Sometimes we need to see if we need to delay a flight because there's a storm over the field or it's approaching our destination, and we don't want to arrive at the destination the same time as a thunderstorm. Other skills that we learn in school that are important for the airline pilot are communication. The term is crew resource management, meaning we use every resource possible to ensure the safe outcome of our flight. That includes air traffic control, like Mr. Hendrick, and dispatch on the ground, who plans the flight and who's watching our every movement. Maintenance, they're on the ground and they're a valuable resource. In case something breaks in the air, we can consult with them. And also, if someone gets sick, we can be patched through doctors on the ground who will give us instructions on what to do. Things that I love about my job: I get to see places that I never thought I would. I've been to Ottawa, Canada, and I've gotten to skate on a frozen canal, and that was a lot of fun. I've been to Oaxaca, Mexico, and visited the Mayan ruins there. I've seen the Rocky Mountains from Denver, flying over to Montrose, Colorado. Some contributions to society that I'm proud to make, or I get to help connect people to the places they want to go and unite them with the people they love. There are a few videos and pictures of me at work and some of the sights I got to see while on overnights. I hope this video was helpful in showing you what a day in the life of an airline pilot is like, and I hope it encourages you to try your best in school, because the things you're learning now will definitely help you in the future when you decide what you like your career to be. Thank you for watching. Bye.